not fucking tolerate on any kind of level. You want to rat a guy out, whatever. But then at least be smart enough not to get back in trouble. Gravano couldn't do it. Gravano whacked, 20-some, 30-some, 20 people, whatever the fuck. Comes right out, starts selling drugs to kids like a fucking role model that he is. Can't stay out of trouble. And this concept of, well, one day I woke up and I decided I wasn't going to break the law no more. It's bullshit. Like my friend in Philadelphia always tells me, how come they didn't have these thoughts while they were committing crimes? Why is it always after they get fucking arrested that they decide, oh, now I got a moral obligation to be honest? Fuck them. And my friend is right. My friend is right. If you have a compunction, you're involved in crime, and you don't get arrested, you say, you know what, I've had enough of this shit. Why don't you just go in and tell on yourself? Why you got to drag 50 other fucking people involved? And the bottom line is always the same, because you're a gutless, selfish fucking coward. Rats are not made, they're fucking born. And that's the truth. And so people can take umbrance with what I say, but at the end of the day, if I saw a fucking shred of evidence Joey did something wrong, I would tell you. Which is going to lead to a rabbit trail, and this is why I'm going to stop. Because we have a bunch of Q&A questions about Joey Merlino, about the trial, about things that are being said online which aren't fucking accurate. And it's always the same jerk-offs that pretend to be something they're fucking not. If you got to tell everybody you're in the mafia, you weren't. And there's a whole list of them I could go on and on and on and on and on about. All right, so here is a Joey Merlino question that I was not going to answer, but I'm going to do it because I hope it just ends these type of questions that I get. All right, people claim you don't know Joey Merlino, and I find it hard to believe that you don't know him in some sort of capacity. It's funny because I see all the haters saying that you don't know him or anybody from the streets, yet they will turn around in the next sentence and say you're being manipulated by people in Joey Merlino's circle. So, which one is it? I know you don't care what people say or think, but maybe you could address it in your own way. So, here's the way I'm going to answer this. And I've answered this. It's such a, I'm not saying it's a dumb question. I get the question, but it's the validity of it. It's so stupid to me. Listen, who I know, who I talk to, who I don't talk to is nobody's fucking business anyway. I have never sat here on any show and claimed that I know Joey Merlino to the extent where I know his thoughts on God or where he stands on fucking abortion. I don't know those fucking things because I don't know him like that. I've always said that. I've never pretended that him and I have fucking play dates. People take umbrance with what I say and they add the 2 cents and none of it's true. And I think the people whose opinion would fucking matter, A, aren't going to address anybody on it anyway, and B, they know I've never done that. And so I can be fond of somebody. I can call somebody my friend. I can defend somebody. It doesn't mean I'm tying his fucking shoelaces for him. Oh, hey, you've been drinking too much. Let me help you to the car. It's so stupid. But as far as, like I said, people take what I say and they either diminish it or they amplify it to the 10th degree. It's always happened. And as far as those rumors, I'm being controlled by anybody in Joey's circle. And listen, I'm well aware of who's saying that. I completely know who it is. It's funny to me. It's first of all, nobody controls me. Second of all, why make me that fucking important? I'm that important. People got to control me. Are you fucking out of your mind? Listen, I've had instances. Listen, if they knew me and they knew the situation, they would know that I've had instances where people don't like what I've had to say. And they've made that point very clear to me in a respectful and gentleman kind of way. I'm just not for everybody. And I understand that. There are some that are going to have an old school eye and say, what the fuck are you talking to this guy for? He does this. And then there are those that don't have a problem with it. And there's those that are like, hey, he's helping. The guy's a good guy. He's a stand-up guy. So listen, I'm not for everybody. I'm not going to please everybody. But I think that the conception of who the fuck I am is totally skewed. Because you're going to have those people who believe that all I do is run my mouth and I won't do nothing else. they're wrong, because anybody that knows me will tell you I'm not the one. You don't want to fucking piss me off. That's the bottom line. But at the same time I say that, I'm not really as abrasive in person. I'm a lot more quiet than I am doing this. But if you get me going, then you get me going. Nobody in any kind of circle, because listen, 1 minute I'm not in a circle, the next minute I am in a circle. 1 minute I get the fucking feds down in South Philadelphia trying to indict me for fucking whatever of these fucking stupid allegations they came with Phil Narducci. Then you've got the other two jerk-offs down there that fucking emailed Jerry Capisci saying that I was fucking hanging out with this one and this one in South Philadelphia. I must be up to fucking criminality. So where does it fucking end? You have journalists that are accusing me of this. And I know people are going to laugh at that, but that's the reality. I've seen the fucking messages. I'm hanging out with this one. I'm working with this one. I'm loan sharking. It's all nonsense. So you have professional journalists that are making these fucking weirdo accusations. But then you have the pinheads on Facebook that are like, oh, he doesn't know anybody. Which one is it? Did I whack Liberace or did I whack him off? Which one is it? And that's not the point I'm getting to. The point I'm sort of getting to is that I don't consider myself in any fucking circle, to be honest with you. I'm friends with a lot of people. And nobody is ever going to tell me what to do. Nobody has ever told me what to do. Nobody has even suggested that I should do this or I should do that. I'm not owned by anybody but fucking me. That's the reality. I do my own thing. You know, have I been corrected at times? Sure, absolutely. But that's because sometimes I don't get it out the right way. It doesn't come out the right way. And somebody says, the way you said that might look a certain kind of way. And you were on the point of what you're trying to say, but maybe change some words. From that aspect, 1 million people do that to me. Not gangsters. 1 million people say that to me. I do my best, but do I get stuff wrong? Absolutely. I now, listen, I'll readily admit that. That's better than everybody else. But I'm not owned and I'm not fucking controlled. And I think a lot of you would be as surprised at how many of these alleged, whatever you want to call them, support what I do. And they offer business advice. They offer life advice. It's a friendship. It's simply that. There aren't any secret coded messages. There aren't any late night meetings in graveyards where we pull out a Ouija board and induct each other. I mean, get the fuck out of here with all of this. Am I close to people? Sure. But I'm close to people of all walks of life. Listen, I am who I am. I've said it before, but the way people treat me, that's the biggest thing I want the person who asked us to get. The way people treat me is very important to me. There are people in New York that treat me well. There are people in Philadelphia that treat me very well, like family. Not that people in New York don't, but it's different. That's what gets my loyalty to them. It's not because they're alleged to have cut somebody's fucking head off and then skull fucked it. I don't get off on that kind of stuff. It's because of the loyalty. I give loyalty when I'm given loyalty, and that's what people don't understand. I'm not just going to go out of my way to defend somebody for the sake of fucking press or fucking hits or fucking subscriptions or money. If I genuinely like somebody, I'm going to defend them at all fucking costs. Doesn't mean I have to go to their house every 3 fucking days. Doesn't mean I have to open up Christmas presents with them. If they give me their loyalty and they're honest with me, then I'm honest with them and I'm loyal to them. That's how it works. And if people don't like that, either in New York or Philadelphia or Rhode Island, wherever the fuck, I don't give a fuck. Not everybody's going to like me, right? But what matters to me is that those that do have my undying loyalty. Not because they're gangsters, not because they're criminals, because they're good fucking people. And I know you can monopolize that any way you want. All the haters will. But that's just the bottom line. And nobody seems to get it.